Good Practices Guide on Best Practices for Digital Stakeholders Engagement. About this guide focuses on the specific tools developed or used to build the Ulysseus community of users when it comes to research and innovation activities. We will cover the following points. First, our overall strategy. Second, a 3-step deployment strategy. And third, the lessons learned and our main recommendations. Overall strategy. First, it was necessary to identify the needs and find out what our users' expectations were, the tools being only a means to meet these expectations. Once the needs had been identified, what we did is we scoped the tools to identify which existing tools could be used and which ones would need to be developed in-house. Stakeholders. Define our community of users within research and innovation. This includes master students, PhD candidates, and senior researchers to citizens and young students. And now, in the second section of this guide, we will cover a 3-step deployment strategy. This strategy has the following steps. First, we need to understand our community. Second, build our community. And third, engage our community. Understand our community. The first step in our digital engagement strategy involves understanding the needs and expectations of our community. However, one of the major challenges here was the lack of awareness of Ulysseus among the stakeholders. Thus, we had to convince our communities from 6 different countries to contribute to building an unknown object with a European outlook. For this, we relied on the following mechanisms to achieve so. First, we did online workshops. Second, we did digital work groups and interviews. And third, we did surveys. Build our community. Once the conception phase was over, we launched the building phase by alternating between wider events such as researchers' days and open events. For this, we used the digital to be too much. Also, smaller scale events to facilitate the creation of thematic communities to build common scientific access. To do so, what we did is that we organized scientific webinars on topics related to the innovation hubs. Additionally, other activities were organized targeting the public at large. Some of them were participative events related to equality, diversity, and inclusion. For example, roundtables and webinars to celebrate the International Women's Day or the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. Also, we celebrated the European Researchers' Night, which is an annual event coordinated by the MSC Actions and the Horizon Europe, which aims at bringing research and researchers closer to the public, and also to showcase the impact of their work on people's daily life. Feed our community. Feeding our community was key to prevent losing momentum after each brokerage event. To do so, the digital team developed 2 tailor-made tools, one app and also a repository to support the engagement activities. This app is called Match for COP, and also we've got the Ulysseus Open Science Repository. But what is it Match for COP? Match for COP is our research social network to support Ulysseus events. It's available on Android, iOS and web. It helps bringing people on prior events. It creates groups to communicate on specific topics and maintains relationship beyond the event. The Ulysseus Open Science Repository. It is available at science.ulysseus.eu. It's an institutional directory with the publications of all Ulysseus researchers. Here, you've got the researchers' profile pages, and they are connected to Match for Cooperation researchers' database. Additionally, some actions were put in place. 1. We did an open science prize competition through Match for Cooperation. we organized a competition which aimed at promoting open science by offering support to young researchers who have published their work openly. And what is it that we provided them? Well, we did a prize that was an opportunity for the winners to attend an international conference of their choice. And 2, mock study relying on the data warehouse. A first experimentation was launched through the data warehouse of the Living Lab of Aging and Wellbeing. This is based at Université Côte d'Azur. Here, 13 students, representing all 6 Compass partners, immerse themselves in exploring the capabilities before splitting into groups to craft experiments tailored to the space. Building up on the experience, data warehouses will be developed for each innovation hub as a tool to streamline projects and also to enable the virtual consolidation of geographically dispersed entities. Lessons and recommendations. In this last section, we will cover our recommendations on the 3-step deployment strategy discussed earlier. Step 1. Understand our community. Our lessons include the need to always develop adapted tools, creating engaging content, establishing regular communications with stakeholders, and ensuring consistent branding and messaging. Step 2. Build our community. We learned the following initiatives were successful: webinars, blended events combining virtual component and face-to-face events with online connectivity, and challenges and competitions to creating a dynamic environment for collaboration. Finally, step 3, feed our community. So which are the key takeouts of this step? Physical meetings fuel digital engagement. Building exclusive digital content. Hosting open competition and virtual events. They played a crucial role in fostering innovation, collaboration, and excellence across the Ulysseus community. And finally, manage communities. Tailored and frequent content is what makes people return. Mentioning people and groups re-engage them thanks to notifications. Did you like the content of this video? Good Practices Guide on Best Practices for Digital Stakeholders Engagement, available to download at ulysseus.eu.